everyone, welcome to my channel. I probably should have got comfortable before I started doing the video. I am so excited to be doing this. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I do know how to talk. I think I'll be fine. I feel like I should be like every other YouTuber, tell you to subscribe to my channel and to like my video. I should have been doing this forever ago. First of all, I love to talk to myself. I don't know that I like being on camera because I've never really done it, so we'll see how it goes. Every single thing that I choose to discuss on this channel in a video is something like kind of near and dear to my heart. And obviously today's topic is it just is what it is. So today's topic is drugs. I'm talking about drugs. I'm talking about my story. And I'm so excited to talk about it because it's such a story of growth and it's a story of pain. I mean, there's so many parts to it, and I'm just gonna bring it down to like a tiny little story because I could talk for hours. We'll just start out from the beginning. When I was 17 years old, I started abusing prescription painkillers. I did that for off and on, I think like 10 years. I've been sober now for a little over a year, along with my prescription painkillers. I then introduced cocaine when I was like 23, at some point when I was in college. At one point, I think I was like 25, I would wake up in the morning, do a line. At that time, I lived with my boyfriend, and I don't even know what I did. I just did things around the house. I was like a homemaker. So I'd wake up in the morning, do my line, and then I would go on about my day. A little while later, I'd be popping a pill. I did this every single day. For like 6 months, I would go up and down, all day long. I got really, really skinny. By the way, I loved being skinny. I've never been skinny in my life. I've always been like thicker. And once I stopped doing drugs, I literally went back to the same freaking weight. It's fine. I love my body. God made me who I am. A little bit to add to the story. I don't really want to focus on the actions of doing the drugs. I will let you know though, doing drugs is a really fun thing. When you're in it and it's great. You think you're invincible. After a while, it made me sick. I was literally just doing it out of pure habit, out of pure addiction. It didn't even make me feel good. I didn't even get high anymore. The whole time that I was doing them, like there's things that I did that I just wouldn't even imagine doing now. I mean, I would go into somebody's house, like I wouldn't break in, but it'd be like somebody that I know. I would look for pills and I would do anything and everything to get pills. It's just the truth. I remember, this is kind of like a really exciting part of the story. I have a cleaning company. So I went into this house. On their counter there was like prescription painkillers. I picked it up, I picked up the bottle, looked at it, and I was like, it was like a flashback memory. It was like, oh my gosh, the memory of me stealing pain pills and then a memory of me taking them. This is like a 2-second thing in my brain. When I had the memory of me taking them and then I had the feeling of feeling sick, I picked those pain pills up, had that memory, and I wiped down the counter, put them back down, and I walked away. And that was the biggest amount of growth that I've had for that type of situation. Like I said before, I would have just taken the pills, taken probably all of them and not cared, left and got high. I was met with temptation. I didn't give in, and that was an incredible moment for me. So let's talk about my sobriety. So I got sober in November. Here's the deal. There was a very large, or a very huge, large, whatever, a very big tragedy, a very big trauma that happened in 2018. Sorry, at the beginning of 2018. No, hold on. At the beginning of 2019. That specific thing kind of forced me to get sober, but I didn't really get sober until like November of that year. So my story is kind of like very hard to think about and to talk about, but it was very much life-changing. So I woke up in the morning and I was supposed to go visit my best friend. I used to take like really strong pills. The other ones didn't affect me. I think I just took part of a pill. I got in the car and I went down to see my friend. And when I was coming back up, the whole time I was down there, I was fine. I can just like feel what happened. So I remember driving on the highway. All of a sudden, I don't know how to describe this. I'm just gonna do the best I can. All of a sudden, I felt like I was losing consciousness. I felt like my whole entire everything was just, I couldn't gain my composure. I couldn't gain my thoughts. I don't know how to explain that. I just had to pull over on the side of the highway. Pulled over on the side of the highway. I feel like I was gonna pass out, but I kept just like trying to tell myself, don't pass out, don't pass out. I got out of the car. I tried to walk. I immediately collapsed to the floor. I got back in the car. I started drinking water. I had consciousness, but I didn't. Like, I was out of my mind. It's not like I was high. I felt like I was gonna pass out, but I wasn't passing out. I got out of the car again, I tried to walk. I fell to the ground. My lips were shaking, my hands, my body, everything. It was the scariest moment of my life. I didn't know what to do. For 2 hours on the side of the road, I prayed and I asked God, please save my life. I do not want to die like this. This is not how I want to die. I prayed for 2 hours. I told him, like, this, please save my life. I can't do this. I don't want to die. I said, I will never do a drug ever again. I prayed. I don't even think I really gained my composure. I just somehow, after 2 hours of praying, decided, okay, I need to go home. I think it's because I had to pee, and anyone who knows me knows that I don't know how to hold my pee. I get really angry when I don't have a place to pee. So I beeline my way home. I don't even know how I made it home, if you want me to be honest. Make it home, use the restroom. I lay down, and for 2 days, I'm just out of my mind. For 2 days, my mind is so foggy, my brain is so foggy, and it was the scariest moment of my life. And the truth is, I'm so thankful for that moment. I'm so thankful that I had a punch in the face. Knock it off. Stop doing this. Why are you ruining your life? You're 20, I think I was 26. I'm 27. I was 26 or 25. I don't know which one. Why? Why are you ruining your life? Why are you destroying your body? Why are you hurting yourself? Why are you doing this? That moment was probably rock bottom for me. That whole situation was rock bottom. But that moment was strictly punch in the face. Fix your life. Fix your you know what. Get it together. And I'm thankful for that moment. That moment changed my life. That moment allowed me to move on to new things. Once I got sober, I was able to figure out other things in my life. I was able to get help, mental health help, and therapy. Like, for a whole nother video, I talk about a bipolar disorder that I was diagnosed with. I'm excited to talk about that. That moment was life-changing for me. I mean, I could sit here and talk all day about drugs and the partying and the fun times and the wild and whatever. The whole point of this is to say I'm very thankful and I'm very blessed. That journey is not something I would change for the world. And drugs are just not it. They're not. Like, the sober life is amazing, let me tell you. I love being sober. I love being level-headed. My head is not foggy. I can think rationally. I'm not making irrational decisions and impulsive decisions. My decisions are well thought out. I'm doing things actively and with a clear brain, and I'm very grateful for it. The best way to end this video is just to say, stay sober, don't do drugs. Start a business. I started a business. Do something constructive and something that's gonna be positive for your future. I finally made my first video. It was fun. I'm gonna make another one. So thank you. Have a good day.